Mr. DJ got another rare one lined up for you as we revisit the summer of 1965. Billboard's Hot 100, July 10th, 1965, coming in at number 63. It was up 8 from 71 to Chiffons. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me. Off the Lori record label. The Chiffons started out, there were three schoolmates. They went to school together, three girls or young women, Barbara Lee, Judy Craig, and Patricia Bennett. And at the suggestion of songwriter Ronnie Mack, they added another member, another girl named Sylvia Peterson. Sylvia Peterson, they came to Chiffons, and their first big hit, He's So Fine, written by Ronnie Mack, produced by the Tokens for the Lori record label. Actually, the Tokens had their own production company. I don't know if you know that. Bright Tunes Production. It wasn't just the Tokens singing The Line Sleeps Tonight or Portrait of My Love, which came out later on in the 60s, but they were doing a lot of producing as well. And there's another big hit by the Chiffons, He's So Fine. One Fine Day, rather, written by Jerry Goffin and Carole King. My favorite record, though, one of my favorite records by the Chiffons, Sweet Talking Guy. God, it's just a lovely record. Just sweet, super lyrics singing by the Chiffons. Really getting into that record. But let's go to this Lost 45, though, by the Chiffons. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me. There's several levels of this song I want to talk about. It was not a big hit, but after they recorded two of the members of the group, it was, who was it? Was it Judy? I think it was Judy Craig. I wrote it down. No, it was Sylvia Peterson and Barbara Lee. They went to the West Coast to promote the song. They did the song on Shindig, episode of Shindig, with two substitute members because two of the original members of the band, which was, it was Patricia Bennett and Judy Craig. I'm trying to remember all these names. They were on maternity leave at the time. This song, this gets really interesting. You gotta bear with me on this. I'm not trying to be lewd or anything like that. I don't want you to take it as that. The song was produced by a guy named Brute Force. His real name Stephen Friedland. Stephen Friedland, aka Brute Force, he was with the Tokens. He performed and wrote for the Tokens back in the 60s. He's written some things that was covered by Del Shannon, Circle, Lil Peggy March. But he wrote this song. It almost did not get released. It's very obscure. This record would be a record collector's item that he came out with. It was called The King of Pho. And he used the phrase Pho King. Get it? Two separate words, Fuhking. Now that was a classic double entendre, but he was actually singing about the king and the land of Pho. Two big fans of that song, John Lennon and George Harrison of the Beatles. They loved it. I don't know what year that song came out. That was probably in 1968 or 69. Well, going back to this record by the Chiffons, it was produced by Brute Force, the guy who came out with the King of Pho later on. And let's go to this record on Billboard's Hot 100, July 10th, 1965, at number 63, up from 71. Previous week, it peaked at number 49. It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 9 weeks. Chiffons. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me.